Facebook world. Hello, YouTube. It's me. It's Monday night. If you're coming on tonight for some inspiration and motivation, as you always do for me, I would halt the videotape until about 20 minutes from now because I'm in a ranty mood. You know how that goes. It's a ranty mood. And I'm even on here early because I'm sitting here like, if I get on early, I'm getting off early because I'm freaking tired and I want to go to bed. But then I'm like, no, I want to talk about this because I know I'm not the only one out there feeling the way I'm feeling, and I need to share the joy, share the wealth, as they say. And if you're on YouTube, I can't see your comments yet, so start popping up some comments so I can find where it went in the week that I haven't been on here. Oh, wait, here it is. Hello. So type in where you're coming from, tuning in from. What is happening with this Facebook? Hold on. Hi, Facebook. I can finally see Facebook because the cameras or the phone is up closer to me. So you can interact either way on YouTube or Facebook. I see YouTube much easier, though. And I'm not quite ready. You don't want me yet, Suzanne, to answer any intuitive questions yet because I'm in like that ranty mood. And I have that energy of like, I am not one with the cosmos right now. I'm not one with, just center your energy. No. I'm in the, oh my God. Hello, Maureen. Thank you for joining in. It's your first time. I'm going to apologize for your first time watching and you're tuning into my beginning rant, because the whole point of this YouTube and Facebook Live is more to educate and lift and to inspire and to motivate people. But tonight, no. Tonight, I'm ranty, and it's my fault too, because here's what I'm upset about. Here's what I'm anxious about. I'm realizing that I have been in pure denial all summer long over the fact that September would come. And I knew, like all of you knew, there would be at-home, hybrid, online school. I knew what was happening, but I went into denial over it because I couldn't cope. I wasn't ready to cope yet. And I keep saying how lucky I am that my children are not tiny, small, where I have to provide the instruction. But I do have 2 high schoolers. One is a senior, one is a 10th grader. And I'm suddenly getting the notes home from school, the emails. And I'm like, shit, I have not thought this through. Because somewhere in my little denial of my brain that I don't want to ever say I'm a denial person, but clearly I have been all summer, is because all of a sudden it's going, wait a minute. You mean to tell me these precious, lovely fruits of my bones I love so much. You mean to tell me they're not leaving this house? You mean to tell me that as I'm doing my work, because I do work, they're not leaving the house ever? And I'm not coping with this well. Okay? I'm not coping. Thank you, Susan. I got them done this week as a little pick-me-up. Thank you for noticing my nails. I've just recently decided I'm not going to do my nails anymore because it's too stressful with the boards and the hand sanitizer. And then all of a sudden, no, I feel ugly without my nails. So I'm going to go return to the nails and deal with the mask and all that. So thank you for noticing. So yeah, I've been in denial and I'm a little panicky, and now I'm like, oh my God. So I'm just doing a public service announcement for my kids' teachers in 10th grade and senior year at Walk Hills High School that I'm not prepared. And I've done nothing, and I can't even get onto Schoology, and I can't find my password, and I can't get their schedule, and I don't know what's going on. And I'm just waking up to the fact that I don't like this reality, and I'm a little crabby about it. And I've been kind of like, it's going to be fine. It's all good. Go with the flow of the universe. The universe is better. No, I'm suddenly thinking the universe is not smarter now. The universe needs these children to go back to school. Nope. Moms need these children to go back to school. Working moms, nope. Working and stay-at-home moms, nope. Equal. It's totally equal. Across the board, it's totally equal. We need them to go back to school, and I'm in a panic, and I'm in a rant, and I am like freaking out, and I don't want to cope. I don't want to cope at all. And I have easy ones. I really can't complain. I totally can't complain because they're older. Like, they do their own laundry, they get their own food, they do, like, they're pretty self-sufficient. One drives, the other one doesn't. They're going to be on my kitchen table. No, they're not going to be on my kitchen table. No, I'm going to act like I'm going to be a mom, and I'm going to be like, all right, everybody's got to do school at the kitchen countertop so I can monitor you. I'm going to start off strong, like as if like I'm on a mission. But the reality is I'm going to be like, did you do your work? Could you just do it? This is useless. They're not going to learn anything. I'm sorry. I'm telling my kids' teachers in advance, we are not ready. And could you just, I don't know. I don't know what to happen here. I think I think it's time, like, we just skip the school thing. I don't know. I don't know what to do because that's not good either, because then they're still home. But I'm kind of freaking out. Are you guys freaking out? You guys probably have been freaking out, and you're probably all like, Deborah, that's what we've been asking you for 3 fucking months. What's going to happen? I'm trying to plan. I don't have a prefrontal lobe thing going on in the front of my brain where I pre-plan things. I don't have that function, right? I'll just attribute all of my fabulous skills and talents to being in the moment and on the cuff, and I fly by the seat of my pants, and I feel deeply, and I connect with people. That's the part of me I like. The planning mother thing, I'm not good at. And I'm throwing in the towel. I need a teacher to come to my house. This is what I'm asking for. I need a teacher to come to my house and sit with these kids and make sure they're actually learning it, because otherwise this is useless year. It's totally useless, because what are we learning? We're going to learn what we could possibly learn. And I appreciate the texts and the emails and the phone calls, and I appreciate the communication, but I'm suddenly like, stop telling me that school's starting, because I don't want to know. I don't want, your child's in this group and they're meeting for 40 seconds on this one day in person, but make sure they've got their hazmat suit on, and then it might not happen, or it might happen, and then it might not, probably isn't, but make sure they have it. The hazmat suit, maybe, because they're not coming in, but make sure. So I'm cracking. If all of them had their license, it would be better. Christopher's bored, out of his mind. And of course, the mother mind is never rational mind. It's not rational. Oh my God, he's bored. I should either give him something to do, which I have been. But I say it 9,000 times, but I have been. So I give him something to do. Oh, I feel guilty. Oh, he didn't have much of a summer. Oh, he didn't go away. Oh, he never gets out of the house, which is true. These are terrible things. Why is it all on me? Why? Why is it on the mothers? Why? You guys, why? Hello, everyone on Facebook. I see you. Hello, Lauren. Ranty. And ladies with little ones, God bless you. Your spouses, men right now, you better be stepping up to support your woman who's in charge. The mom. Who, find her. Support her. Wow, what a great job you're doing. Whoa, I don't know how you're handling this load. Huh, if it were for me, I'd crack under this pressure. Something. Do something. Flowers, cleaning ladies. Something's got to be done. Because suddenly I'm waking up to the reality, because I've been snoozing all summer, to this reality of shit. We're actually going back to school. Can we just fix this COVID shit or something? I don't know what the answer is. Oh my God. Maria, I'm taking you up on that. I'm not kidding. Especially you. I am not kidding. Get out your calendar. Get out a pencil. I'm penciling some dates in. Okay, Maria, because I'm losing my ever-loving mind going, how am I going to do this? And I have teenage boys, like they're self-sufficient. So we need to band together. I think we need to create schools out of our homes. I think we need to just forget the schools and just, I don't know what to do. I'm freaking out and I don't like it. I hate it. I'm cracking. So I have no spiritual advice for anybody. I have no wisdom. I have no inspiration. I'm looking to you guys to solve my problems because I'm freaking the out. That's all I'm saying. Mother mind is like a Lamborghini, always ready to go full steam ahead at 1,000,000 miles per hour. And we do. And we try to look good doing it. And nobody knows that, like, oh, yeah, by the way, we forgot to fill her up with gas. So we're just like, that's all right. I got it. I'm going to fill myself up with gas. Fucking Lamborghini. Yes, we are. You're 100% right, Leah. But I need a pit crew. Okay, I need a pit crew to put me back together. Put my tires back on, put a new coat of paint, fix the muffler, something's leaking. I don't know what the hell. WTF. That's all I have to say. So, Lauren. Oh, God. Yeah, this little mini meltdown happened around 3:00 today when I was deciding I'm going to make a healthy dinner in a new air fryer because if you remember correctly, last week, I set my toaster on fire. I couldn't make this shit up if I tried, by the way. I set the toaster on fire, not the first time, but definitely the first time that the toaster is not usable after the fire. Almost thought the house went on fire. Whatever, we survived. Everything's good. But I got a new toaster oven, which is also now an air fryer because I figured, why don't you go big or go home, right? Air fryers are healthy, and since, I'm such a health nut over here, I'm thinking, you know what? I need to, forget oil. No, that is so 1990s. It's 2020. Land of murder, hornets, suspicious, horrifying diseases, quarantine. It's time for the air fryer, right? So this is where I'm going with that. And I'm like up with the times. I'm rolling with it. So I decided to make eggplant parmesan. Week before school starts. All the notes are coming in. Can't get on Schoology. And I decided to make eggplant parm. Not like a little ziti. That's pretty easy. Even for me. No, eggplant parm, which takes 500,000 hours to make cutting. And Christopher did most of it, by the way, because he likes to cook. And I was like, this is your cooking lesson, math and English right now. Can we just end it there? Jack Harrison, you didn't have a summer and you didn't get anything. Welcome to your mother's childhood. Welcome to your mother's childhood of working her little ass off and ain't no parent around to tell me what to do. I modeled my parents to you so that you can now blossom into the fabulous human being that your mother has turned into because of the adversity I faced when I was also in college. Yeah. So there we go. Tom, you love eggplant parm. It was good. It was made in the air fryer. It's healthy. So I added 19 more tons of cheese because I got to balance shit out, right? Oh my God. Let me turn the volume up so my husband can hear you. Please do. Let me be the patron saint of mothers. That is what I want when I die. Do you guys hear me? She was the patron saint of mothers. Not because she was like the Blessed Mother. No. Because she's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry that you're dealing with motherhood and life and responsibilities and dreams and fucking food and meals and cleaning. I know you ladies get it. Thank God. Thank God. We need to bond together. We need to come together. We need to bond together. We need to stop posting pictures of like, here's my child learning Chinese and here I am learning. No, stop. Show me your toaster fire. That's what I want to know. I want to know the real stuff. I want to see your dog hair in the corner of your table, stuck to the bottom of your table and your chairs. I want to see that. Okay, because I have that. I got lots of that. And I don't vacuum, but I vacuumed today because I thought, something's got to give. In between 4,000 other things, yes, we also vacuumed. So I want to know that. I don't want to know about anything else. Honor students, I don't want to know about it. I'm sorry. I don't. I do. I really do. That's a big accomplishment. I'm not joking about that. I do. That's amazing. But I also want to hear about your toasters on fire, your dog hair, who's crying, what kid's upset that they had a crappy summer because their mother didn't send them away on a vacation. And I want to know about that. Oh my God, Amber, God bless you. Oh, Donna, thank you. Thank you. I forgot. I put this up last week. I was trying to make it like the center, and these were all over the center and the lights. Still got some more work to do on it, but I'm trying to make it not like that green screen that drove me crazy and so harsh. We're getting to be more me. Oh my God. Let's see. Yes, one cannot go into this thinking they will not learn. They will if they choose to. No, I don't think so. Depends on the kid. If it were me, yeah, because I was the kid that was like, shh, the teacher's talking. Stop talking. We're going to miss the assignment. I was that girl. Anyone who went to high school with me, you can verify this. I was the girl that was like, I don't want to giggle, except in Italian class. Mr. Dabano, I was terrible in his class. It was the only time I actually talked, but I digress. I was very like, let me learn. It's time for learning. I don't know if kids really care about like Pythagorean theorem and algebra. Mine don't. I definitely know mine too. My two do not care about that stuff. They want practical learning, and they're not going to get practical learning. And I will say, Walk Hill School, I have not had a bad teacher yet there. I'm amazed at that staff. I really, truly am. So amazing school, dedicated teachers, unbelievable support system. But I don't know how much they're going to learn. I don't know how interesting it's going to be. We shall see. So let's see. They should be going back to school. Yeah, and I don't even know, like, honestly, this is more of a mother rant without any science or any politics or any like, I don't know what's right or wrong, except that I know that mother's mental health is more at risk right now than anything else. Parents. All right, guys, I'll give it to you because, you know, the husbands, you got to hear us, right? And God forbid you are a single parent. Ooh, we need support. We need support. We all do. Okay, let me read your comments now. If I quit my day job, I could be a comedian. No, I'm just picking up. I'm just being real. I'm having a meltdown. I'm having a nervous breakdown. It's what it is. It's not comedy. It's nervous breakdown in front of people that I don't know, but I feel like I know. That's what this is. I'm not looking forward to next week. I know. God bless you, teachers and school staff and administration. God bless all of you on all levels because everybody's a mess. Everybody's a mess. Tom, there's leftovers. Come on over. You can get some healthy eggplant. Baked ziti and eggplant parm are your favorite dinners. You know what? Eggplant parm. Oh, with regatta. I don't say it right. Ricotta. That's what the Irish say. With that ricotta cheese, we also put that in. So it's a little bit of like eggplant parm rollatini, only we didn't rollatini the eggplant. That's what we did. We have a Roomba, Jill. Funny you should mention that because I kind of went on a whole like tearing out the plug of the Roomba because I'm like, this little guy hasn't worked in a while. Cleaned him out. I don't know why he's not working. Keep plugging him in. It's charging. And then we send him off along the way go into the land of dog hair. And he comes back running back to his station and doesn't. So that's like another thing on my list of like things to do. Well, I'm not going to do it. Greg's going to do it. I'm not doing it. Sydney, losing my shit after the second week of class, and this makes it so much better. Good. I'm glad. I think we need to collectively share. Women, we need to vent, right? The energy's in here, in us. We just need to get it out, and then we're like, what? We're fine. Meanwhile, we've traumatized our entire family. Oh, well, too bad. Deal with it. but we got to get it out. There's no martyr here. You like this better. Good. I wish you could post pictures in the YouTube chat too. This would be perfect. You could always post your dog hair and your toaster oven fires and the cat hair on your couch. And my friend Laura today and Karen actually and Cindy, was it? Posted what their Tupperware drawer looks like, or the Tupperware cabinet. That's always a fun game. We could play that one. What does your Tupperware cabinet look like? And if it's neat and clean, you need a brain scan, like Laura Daniels said today. That wasn't my joke. That was hers. Okay. Yes, we need a team. Greg is saying we need a team of Roombas and ones that pick up socks, shoes, and basketballs and water bottles and notebooks and computers now at our table, because that's where kids are doing their school. And I'm happy to see them doing their school and working hard. My God. Parents need support. We do. I want to share a picture of the dust on my piano right now. Please do, Cassie. You could post it to my Facebook page. Let's do that. That's more fun because that's more real. We need to be like hearing the realness of our lives. We added 2 more staff days, so now our kids start on the 11th. I gave myself all week last day to do no school stuff needed to do my coaching. Good job, Christine. Excellent. Good, good, good. What are parents doing who are working with little kids? Can you guys tell me, like, what are you literally doing? What is the world expecting? What is the world expecting? Are there going to be little children? I was going to say like 8 years old at home taking care of themselves, but you know what? Flashback to my life. I was putting myself on a bus at 7 years old in the morning. Look how good I turned out. Maybe it's a good thing. Ay, ay, ay. I can hear you cussing the Roomba. Oh, yeah. Ripping the cord out, going, why the fuck do we have this thing? As I'm plugging in a vacuum cleaner. Greg said he's going to have me post a picture of why our Roomba's not working once he gets the basketball out of it. There's some truth to that. It might be stuck with shit. I don't know. It's the only thing that gets under our bed. It could be worse. You could be the parent of a college student who could be spending a permanently No. That's another thing. What did colleges expect students to be doing? Did they really, seriously? Did they really think we have rules and regulations and you're not supposed to leave this dorm and you're supposed to socially this and no parties at college? Right. There's also a drinking rule at 21, and that's broken at college campuses for instance, the beginning of time. So seriously, colleges, did they really think that nobody was going to have a party and that kids were going to listen? I'm sorry, I'm not condoning it, but I'm certainly like, well, these kids aren't thinking straight. No, were you thinking straight in college? No, we weren't. And I was pretty straight-laced, and I was the dork. I told you I was a dork, but I still wasn't always thinking straight. Nope. I hadn't mastered the whole, like, Deb, only have 2 drinks thing. I did the whole, like, what? Drinking is kind of fun until you black out. And then I thought, oh, that's what you do. You black out. And so that's what I did. And I was a really good, smart kid. So what did colleges think was going to happen? That's what I want to know. Why is there shock with these students? Should they be doing it? Nope, they shouldn't. Shouldn't be drinking or smoking weed either, but they are. Okay. Albany City elementary schools through 5th grade are going back 5 days a week. Wow. Smart. I think. Smart for humans. I don't know about COVID. I'm not even adding that in because I can't anymore. I can't. Can you guys think of it anymore? I mean, I know it's a serious problem. People die. It's not right. And, it's like really sad and really upsetting. And it's really important to like maintain the holistic wellness of our communities, which includes the sanity of parents. No, Deb, my cabinets were too bad to photograph. That's right. You said that. Could you send me a picture, Cindy? We don't have to post it. Okay, Robin, I'm going to start delegating, you guys. Robin says she loves to vacuum. I got a job for you. I'm delegating. Who wants to serve another member of humanity, meaning me? Who wants to serve me in some collective way? I take vacuuming, I take food prep, I'll take tutors, lots of tutors. I'll take someone. Does anyone want to be me and be the mom? Anyone want to be me and like be with Greg? I'll even like pimp that out. It's fine. Just gonna go away. Sorry, Greg. I'm actually not. Maybe it'll work out for you. Maybe it'll be nice. I don't know. Thank you, Jesus, for not bestowing children on me. This is true. Fun fact, you guys. I'm sorry this is ranty night. I'm supposed to be like helping you guys and like inspiring and all that shit, but I don't got it in me tonight. I'm not gonna lie. But now I forgot my thought. Oh, thank you for not bestowing children on me. Other than 2 of my friends, all of my closest girlfriends, none of them have children. Right? So at first I asked, like, that was rude, God. Like, why'd you do that? Like, why'd you do that to me? The people I connect most with don't have children. What was that about? That's cruel. You're only proving of how obligated and responsible I still need to be while still being in the presence of some batshit fun crazy people, right? But then I realized, no, God, the universe, it is smart. You know why? Because I was put in their lives to remind them that they're not missing much. I'm sorry. You're not missing much. It was fine. It's okay. You're missing a lot of worry, never-ending responsibilities, never thinking you're good enough or right. When you get those brief moments of good comes crashing down somewhere else, or God forbid you have more than one child, then nobody's ever on the same page at the same time. So you're never feeling totally stable and good. You're just like, oh, I'm glad you're okay. I'm going to leave you alone, which is why I've left you alone all summer, Jack, because you've been firing all cylinders. I'm like, yes, oldest cave boy, hitting home runs. He's got it going on. Proud of him. I got to focus over here on these 2, right? So that's what you're missing. That's what you're missing. Am I wrong, you guys? And anyone wants to chime in going, but I love my children. I will stop a train for my children. I have stopped a train. I have fought for these kids. You just ask a particular, no, I'm not even going to say it. I won't even say it. I'm not even going to go there. Yeah. Just ask anyone who crosses me with these children. When they're wrong, they're wrong. And I'm on the side of not them. But you guys get it. Karen needs someone to mow her lawn. Her lawn boy went to college. That is a big deal. That is very upsetting, Karen. Yes. So anyone in Rockland County who knows a lawn boy, preferably around 50 years old, really hot, successful man that wants to go mow Karen's lawn and maybe take care of her yard too. I'm a fucking idiot. Is there something I do? No. Okay. I'm about to tell the schools, screw this year, kids, we'll see you next year. Not in the mood this year to add schoolwork back to my list of shit to do every day. Me either. Okay. I'll clean your whole house for a free reading. Sold to the highest bidder. I love the backdrop and the lighting is good. Why, thank you, James, my darling. Thank you. I'm missing wiping butts and snotty noses, not being able to the bathroom by yourself. Nope, not missing that either. Yeah, no, I need to skip into the next lifetime where I have told my soul on repeat, no children in the next lifetime. I love my children. I don't love the responsibility and the stress that I have. So let me be clear let me just be clear on that. It's not about our kids. So once you have them, it's like you stop a bus for them. That's the problem. It's like, shit, now I got to like slam my body in front of a bus. Right? Yes. You like that you keep my sense of humor. You guys keep saying this is a sense of humor. This is a nervous breakdown. The beginning of one. It is. And this is really water. Lemon water. Yes. And maybe, you know what? I said a 50-year-old man for Karen. You know what? Karen's hot. Send over a 25-year-old for her. No, that might be a little creepy. Right, Karen, you tell me. 30, 35, any age, successful. Not creepy guy. Handsome. Nice pecs. I imagine you like men with no chest hair, Karen. For some reason, I'm imagining that. Maybe I'm wrong. I prefer a little hairy chest on a man. Nothing like bearish, but a little hairy chest. Hairy back, I'm out. Hairy here, it's kind of what makes man and woman, hopefully. God. 2020 will just give me chest hair all of a sudden. I'm sure my neighbors can hear me laughing from inside the houses. Good. I'm glad so then I'm lifting the vibration through horrifying reality of nervous breakdowns. Apparently, I hold full family member meetings when I need to use the bathroom. Not missing much. Yes, I remember that. Now my kids are like, Mom, and I'm like, I'm getting in the shower. So to prevent yourselves from needing therapy for the next 40 years, I suggest you stay away until I come out with dried hair and everything and I look put together. So there. Maybe it shouldn't be water. This is true. This is true. A little lemony taste or lime taste in it too. It's good. Okay, over 40, I don't mind a litter, but well manscaped is appreciated. Okay. Got it. Duly noted. So over 40 men, well manscaped, successful, not creepy, not married or in another relationship. He's got his ducks in a row and is just looking for another hot woman to be around. Please contact Karen in Rockland County because she needs her lawn mowed and her yard done. Got that? You're welcome, Karen. You're welcome. Anyone have a brother, single brother? Let's see. This thing is in my way and I can't see. Okay. January 2019, 19-year-old oven locked and went to self-clean mode while making a meatloaf. Handsome fireman now, I think. Now think I can't operate oven or cook. It's not a bad little gig there you got. That's not a bad idea. Right? Oh, and you know what? Sally needs one of those type of men, but in South Texas. I think I'm going to change my whole premise of my life. Right? So I think I'm going to, I want to be the patron saint of mothers and patron saint of women and help women meet their dreams, including good men. That's a hard one, though. There's not many of them left. You guys hear me. You only have one lawn. Yeah, but you've got two. You're not getting my innuendo, Karen. Take care of her lawn and also her yard. I'm having a manic Monday. No, I'm having a breakdown Monday. It's breakdown. I have that feeling in my head that I'm like, I wonder if this is what it feels like to people who stroke out right before they stroke out. Because I have an inordinate amount of pressure coming up my neck and into this general region of my body. Anyone have any ideas? Yeah, psychic medium love connection. Yeah, I figured you were, Karen. You're getting you thrive on innuendo. Yes, so you're getting it. Yeah, and gay men too. You're right, James. I'm still waiting for a good gay man, my love. It's been like how many years? This is true. And Tom needs one. I'm going to do the psychic hookup line. It's not a bad idea. We'll have to film it, and it'll be funny as all hell. That it will be. Please don't stroke out on us. At least not on camera. Please. Oh, God. And I meditate, you guys. Like, I've committed myself to 30 minutes every morning. I'm enjoying that time. I crave it. Could you imagine if I wasn't meditating? Could you even imagine? I did burn my toast. Burn my toast. My toast is always burnt. Tonight I made pasta. Oh, yeah. Whatever happened to the pasta tonight? I gave up at the pasta. I should have taken a picture. It's a true story. Made eggplant parmesan with Chris. Boiled some pasta. Kept it in a little too long because I went to do some uploads for videos on Facebook. And then when I came back, the pasta was too mushy. And I was like, screw it. We don't need the carbs. Anyway, so I made a whole thing of pasta. I don't think anyone ate it. Did you eat it, Greg? I just left it there. I went and did my class and everything. Anyway, Cupid for the universe. Oh, God. Okay, so enough about me and my rant. I feel better. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Tiana, just one lawn. Got it. How are you guys? What's going on in your world? Let me go through Facebook's you need help. Don't be so hard on yourself. I do. And I think I'm open. You know what else? I'm open. Does anyone have access to pharmaceuticals? There's another delegation. I'll take it. I won't. I'm kidding. Joking, just in case somebody's like, You know when you like everything's good in your life. And then all of a sudden you're realizing like, oh, a lot's going on. And you're at the hub of it. That just broke today. Cindy, absolutely. Come over and teach Chris. I was actually thinking of your pepperoni bread today. And I don't remember why. Oh, I do. I was watching a YouTube video. And the woman mentioned her pepperoni bread. And I thought of you. So, yeah, let's start asking me questions. Let's see. Not so much personal intuitive questions. Let me see if, hey, Teresa in California. Longest fucking day ever, unwinding with you and lots of wine. Good. This is the way it should be. We've got to stick together, ladies. I don't care what your vice is. You know, people go, oh, we shouldn't drink too much wine. We shouldn't have sugar. I don't care what it takes, you guys. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. We've got to support each other. Got a hangover in the morning because of the wine. Girlfriend, go pick up your friend. Go pick up your kids. Go take care of them. It's a tribe now. It's a tribe. Hi, Aisha. Hello. So, all right. I'm reading your comments. Just check the oil and ring the bell. You got it, Leah. You got it. Thank you, Jen. You love listening to me. Oh, my God. Then I feel bad. Like that I'm like, oh man, did I spread negative energy? I want to only insert positive energy, but you know what? I just want to insert real energy. Sometimes it's not pretty. It's not pretty at all. Okay. Maria wrote the video you posted about the woman who ate a banana before her blood test. That woman is the funniest human. I want to be her. I want to meet her. I'm not really like, I don't consider myself a follower type, or I never did, but since quarantine, I watch her, and I don't know her name, but I think it's One Funny Mommy. I watch Tiffany Jenkins, Laura Clary, Bailey Sarian. Those are my YouTube people that I love. Funny. I like funny. I like batshit crazy funny, and it shows in every one of my friends. I dream of getting all of my friends together in one spot because they're all over the globe right now. And that is some crazy energy. That is some crazy batshit energy. So, okay, good. We're focusing me. Happy hour starts at 3 daily. 3, Eileen? I think it's acceptable to have a Mike's Hard Lemonade at noon with lunch. It's like a soda. It's fine. Oh my God. But the woman who posted the video about a banana, please check my Facebook page. She's so hilarious. The way she speaks, the way she says things, the way she talked about herself. She's like, I can't fucking stop eating. I can't eat it. I can't even get myself together for a blood test. It's the funniest thing ever. So funny. So funny. I like funny people because it's makes you happier. Okay, so Carolyn is going to focus me. Thank you, Carolyn. I loved your explanation of the chakra system in class and how it differs. Do you think listening to YouTube videos with the specific frequencies will help balance them? Does that work? Yes. Now, especially now that you're aware of what we're talking about with frequencies. Yes. So what Carolyn is referring to is I did a class on chakras. This is a fun topic for me because I'm less ranty, but stay alert, you guys. Stay alert. I might go off on a tangent and start ranting again. But the chakra system is like the way it's taught is very old school. It's very like in my mind, 1960. It's like it's not up with the times, and we are living in like quantum physics energy times. We're living in that part of our history where we're understanding that there is something to the brain and our connection and picking up on information and energy. It's, the term psychic. I was thinking today, I'm like, the term psychic is so 1800s. Like it's so old. It's like, I don't know, what are they all? Spiritualists. I also think that's so old. That's like not it. It's like we're connected, we're plugged in, we're evolving, and we are aware. So my explanation of the chakras has a lot more to do with science, light, frequency, vibration, hard sciences that connect the spiritual to the scientific. So if you didn't take the class with me, it is available online. And the coaching that I'm doing that the chakra class is a part of, that will be a teachable course at some point in November. So the entire coaching series you'll be able to take it on your own time and totally in your own time in November. That's what I keep uploading and recording and doing all of this work behind the scenes there. So I think it's time we start understanding ourselves in terms of frequency, vibration, and what that means to our daily life, how it connects. Like today, my frequency is plummeting because I'm aware of all the stuff that I have to do that I don't like to do, and I don't like to do it because I don't feel like I'm good at it, because it requires an attention span. And I only have a good attention span for things I enjoy doing. So there we have it. Thank you, Carolyn. This is you showing us none of us are exempt from the bullshit. That's for sure. None of us are exempt from this life. Oh, Stephanie, you're having a baby in 2 weeks. I went to school with a Stephanie Rose. Where'd your name go? I just flung. Uh-oh. Okay. So, okay. How are you tonight? I think you know who is tuning in a bit late, better late. Okay, so hello, Marion. Here's a fun fact. Marion is tuning in from Newfoundland. My grandmother, my mother's mother, came from Newfoundland. She came to the United States when she was about 1920 and never told us really anything about her family in Newfoundland. And I was the youngest of all her grandchildren, so I really didn't know much of my grandmother's life. Plus, we moved upstate and she remained in Brooklyn, so I didn't see her all the time. And so she was a mystery. Her life was a mystery. Long story short, I do Ancestry.com, get connected with my grandmother's nieces and nephews and family. And there's like huge family in Newfoundland. And Marion is my family in Newfoundland, which is so wild. Like we never met, but you feel like your family because her father was my grandmother's sister, right, Marion? Correct me if I'm wrong. So thank you for tuning in and watching your cousin rant. Your cousin is ranting. What else do you guys have for me? Let's see. Oh, wow. So funny, Greg. Newfoundland in the house on Facebook, Deb. Newfoundland. Yeah, I know. And you know what? Another fun factoid, just so I can be Debbie Downer. I was like, you know what, Greg? When I found them, I'm like, we really should go do a little trip up there because I'd love to see it. I'd love to meet family. Let's do it. And then COVID happened. So that's like, okay, not happening this year. That and like 9,000 other trips that I had planned, which I'm not a planner. I told you I have no free prefrontal lobe that is highly developed for pre-planning. Is it written somewhere that 2020 is supposed to be the absolute worst year? Yeah, this is nuts. This is getting a little kooky. I think, yeah, I think this is crazy. I think I know I am, I'll speak for myself. The reality is starting to hit of like, okay, we're in this waiting game. And could somebody like throw a bone? Could some like be intuitive and throw us a bone and like feel your way through as to what's going to happen so I can prepare? Because we've been on this like, is school coming? Is it not coming? Are we having society again? Or are we not? Are we ever going to get rid of these masks? Or are we not? Are we ever going to have a concerts and public events again? Or are we not? Because little secret we're all holding, we don't really miss the social interaction too much, do we? You miss your family and your friends, but nobody's really missing all the other stuff. So there's this like secret, like, ooh, something's wrong with me because I like not seeing people, right? Am I wrong? It's 5 o'clock somewhere, that's for sure. It's 21. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, so Melissa's saying, so she puts wine glasses and alcohol glasses, like, yep, drink up. Then Jane says it's 2020 everywhere, drink up. Well, that belongs on a t-shirt. Jane, you need to put that on a t-shirt. That's brilliant. Oh my goodness. You like making your tribe laugh, Jamie? It's the best thing. Yeah, speaking of vibration. Oh my God. What's your opinion that we're living in a matrix? Oof. Do you know that I've never seen the movie The Matrix, by the way? Another fun fact about me. I've never seen the movie Matrix. I need to see it because the more I hear about it, people have been telling me for years, you need to see The Matrix. Everything you talk about is about The Matrix. And I'm like, really? Because like I thought it was some weird sci-fi movie, which is probably why I need to see it. What is my opinion that we're living? So in The Matrix, according to the movie, I don't know because I haven't seen it. And I'm not quite certain what The Matrix is according to the movie. What I think we're living in, no, what I know we're living in is a point in history where our unconscious behaviors, thoughts, experiences are coming up to consciousness and we have to meet them. We have to look at them. And when we have to look at them, there's always discord. So when we have a problem and it's, we're living with a problem, we just keep, denial like I was all summer, that. Then all of a sudden it comes to critical mass point where you can no longer be in denial of that problem, like me tonight. Something shifts and then everything kind of falls apart, like me tonight. And it falls apart so that you can see what has not been working, my denial. And then I have to be redirected in a direction that solves the problem of my denial. So that's my understanding of a dimension of the Matrix, which I do not know if that has anything to do with the Matrix movie. Does that answer your question? Probably not. Let's see. What's the best way to cut an energetic cord with someone you still like? I had a sarcastic response there in case you didn't see it with my mouth and my grin. It was like the devil on my shoulder and the angel on my shoulder. The devil was like, say this, Deb. And I will. I'm going to listen to the devil on my shoulder. I've cut a lot of energetic cords, but none of them, I didn't like any of them, which is why it was so easy to cut them. How do you cut an energetic cord with someone you still like? I just saw this pop up somewhere too. How do you break up? Did you ever have to break up with someone you still loved? An energetic cord, it's imagining the unplugging, literally like their energy is plugged into you and you keep unplugging it. It's putting that boundary back. It depends on is this a friendship or is this more of somebody who was a friend? If you want to share, the relationship. Oh, hi, Yvette. How are you? It's a long time, yoga buddy. So yeah, tell me more a little bit about that. Hello, Dee. I see you here. And I see you here too. Let's see. That was an excellent question, right? Sally? What do you say to a child that just graduated high school and has signed up for local college and doesn't want to do it, but feels lost and wants to just work and make a lot of money? Oof. I think that is a common thing that's happening. It depends. Like, what kind of student were they in the high school? If they weren't like a student-driven person in high school, maybe it is worth taking some time off and seeing what it's like to work in the world, because we don't know what we don't like to do and what we like to do until we do a job that we don't like to do and that we like to do. Do you know what I mean? So like working helps with that. Depends on the kid, depends on their disposition. Is it just because it's like so blah right now that they don't want to go to online school? Is it because they're just really driven by money? I mean, regardless, I know in particular one of my children are not going to utilize school for their desired career, not in the typical way. But yet I still feel it's important that he attends college and goes to college for just the whole experience of it. So hard to say, depends on the kid. It's a difficult decision too. I would always lean more towards college, but that's not always the right answer. Hello, Aaron. First time here. Heard amazing things about you. Well, tonight I'm not being amazing. I was being a little ranty. I don't know if you joined me earlier. I was like Deborah Downer. I was. He's blah and just lost his dad. Oh, I think he's just lost. Okay, different story. I would create some kind of predictable routine in their life. So right after loss, something that keeps us from sinking deeper is to be in some sort of routine. That doesn't mean it's not going to grieve. It just creates some level of normalcy and being a part of the world. So maybe it is a good idea to say, hey, you're going to take the next 6 months off and go to work and make money and save it and make it a planning thing where they're saving their money. So at the end of the time frame, they have something to show for it, that they're learning and gaining stuff. But if he just lost his father, there's so much going on for him. So maybe it's just too much to take on a workload of classes that are, not really relevant to him right now. So, that is awful, Maureen. I had to break up with my fiance because he's a narcissist and can't get over the relationship. See, Sally, so that is a good question that Karen, you asked, and you're helping Sally with that. So if something doesn't feel right, look at me, I jumped into like a more serious mode, a much calmer mode. If something doesn't feel right, it's not right. So you might love someone, but you still need to separate from them. So it doesn't mean you can't love them, but it's like, ooh, it's not good for me. This isn't a good thing for me. And that takes a lot of work to do. So keep visualizing and imagine that their plug is plugged into you and you have to keep removing it. So energetically, you're not like wasting the energy, allowing the energy to get sucked out of you. But it's super, super, super hard. super hard until it's not. It becomes easy. David, where have you been? If I wasn't a medium, I would have thought you died, but I know you didn't die because I haven't heard from you, David. So where have you been? What's new? What is new? I haven't seen head or tail. What's that word? Good. I'm glad, Sally. Wow. David is showing up. He's been MIA. And like I said, if I didn't really have a connection to the deceased, I would have questioned whether he was deceased. But when I dialed him up and like, David, are you there? I'd be like, no, he's not there. So he's still here. So, nice to see you, David. Couldn't plan my daughter's engagement party. Hello, Patty. Okay, Nancy, I keep getting overwhelming feelings about a certain person out of the blue, and then within days I hear that person passed away. WTF. Yeah, that's that collective ether that I was talking about before. Like, we are these little antennas for energy, and the more we focus on each one of us being these antennas for energy, we will start paying better attention to the little bits of data that we're picking up all day long that we normally brush away because we're so much into this rote mindset. You guys should be in my coaching program. I will say that. I don't really go ranty. Have I gone ranty in my coaching? I really don't. I'm really keeping us like on track. I save my rants for you guys on YouTube. But the coaching, we talk about all this. And that's that like paying attention. It's like you get this like, bling. Wow, I'm picking up information, and it's happening to us all the time. We are just so bogged down by bullshit, to be honest. We're just bogged down by this nothingness, and we miss all of these other little cues and connections. So you're plugged in. You're plugged in. In other words, when we need to meet them, it sucks. When we need to meet who? I miss that, unless you guys are having a conversation. I already forgot what we were saying. Hello, Chris. Dean, my language friend. Let's see. Oh, look, everybody's talking about to each other. I want to stay in my lane, so to speak, and not overparent. Hard, fine line. Okay, Ina, very good question. Does each person have a personal mantra, or are there specific mantras? Both. When you work with a guru, they give you a personal mantra. And you're not to share your personal mantra. That is personal, and it's your vibration to go to while you're meditating. I just talked about in the coaching class that I took a meditation class with Deepak Chopra, and like, not with him. I mean, his class that he puts on, I took. That's clear, right? I mean, you guys didn't think I was sitting in class with Deepak yet. I will. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take a class with Deepak. I'm gonna be like, "What's up, Deepak? How pissed are you? Or these kids are not in school, Deepak?" No? Yeah, well, I am. Anyway, he does what's called primordial sound meditation. And through your astrological sign, they give you a mantra to focus on. You don't need to be given one. You can choose one. You can pick one. We worked on, in the coaching class, we worked on this. We did a whole segment on finding your personal mantra, what it means, why we do it, why we have one, and finding and creating our own. Because I'm not somebody who can give you a mantra. That's not what I do. But you can find it within yourself. And in fact, one of the women tonight, I think you were on here earlier, I don't know if you're still on, Sue, her mantra / affirmation is, I am free to be me. I'm free to be me. I forget. It was so great. I was free to be me while being in my body, or something like that. I wrote it down. And that was so powerful for her because she came up with this mantra. So a mantra can be something you create and you resonate with. It's something that you can be given to. And there's also many, many mantras that you can look up. The thing with mantras are, it's better to not know what the meaning of the mantra is, because as soon as we attach meaning to something, we lessen it. And we don't want to lessen the vibrational power of a mantra. So in other words, if a mantra was the word tree, right? And we just repeat tree, 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 tree over and over in our head while meditating, the mind can't help but to formulate a context and a description of a tree. And then the mind starts to go, what kind of tree? Oak tree? Nah. Pine tree? No. Palm tree? No. And it starts imagining trees, and it takes away from the whole point of having a mantra, which is to stay focused on the sound and vibration. And once you stay focused on the sound and vibration, you can kind of like lose yourself and go out of yourself. But when you give it something, you're not going out of yourself. You are now tripping off tree. I got to put up the Christmas tree. Oh my God, Christmas is coming soon. Oh shit, I have to get presents again. Man, it's not going to be the same with nobody. The whole train of thought happens in meditation. So better to have a mantra that feels right to you, but that you don't know what it even means. So you can even look up in a foreign language book and look up any word and just repeat that word. But yet there are also specific mantras, particularly in Sanskrit. That's a great question, Ina. No one's ever asked that before. I have found myself having more authentic relationships with many of my friends I thought I knew. So true. So true. The relationships we're having, we're realizing, okay, let me cut the fat off the meat, and I'm like going to cut away at the extraneous, more draining relationships. And then we've kind of hunkered down into who and what like really, really matters to us. So that's pretty cool and powerful, which sounds terrible, but it is a reality. It doesn't mean no one matters to us. It just means that we're aware of like who we can really be ourselves with, which is the name of the game. I'm struggling at my job, partly because I'm not sure how to separate myself from negative energy that isn't always mine. So I just looked down at my phone and I saw the picture that Greg sent of why our Roomba's not working, which I definitely will post on Facebook later. So be sure to check that out. It's a little embarrassing, but it's real life. That's why our Roomba's not working. Anyway, Kimberly is struggling at her job, partly because I'm not sure how to separate myself from negative energy that isn't always mine. Pay attention to the thoughts you are having before you go into work about the potential negative energy you might and most likely will encounter. Because then, nobody likes this, Kim, but hear me out. Then you start to realize in what way you are contributing to the negative energy. And we all do this. And the more unconscious we are, the more we'll say, no, I don't. I'm never negative. And that's wrong. That's totally false. We all have this knee-jerk negativity that comes up in us, which doesn't mean we're bad people. It's just part of who we are. So when you're in anticipation of, say, work, it shows up if you're going to go on vacation and you're going to see family members that you don't like really jive with, and then you're anticipating like the interactions and you're having that argument in your head that you're facilitating before it's even happening. Well, if they say this, I'm going to say that. And if they think this, I'm going to do that. And you're doing this in your head, right? We're doing this all the time. And if you don't think you're doing it, start paying attention, because you are. So it's that preemptive strike of negativity that you are carrying into work with. So when you notice that negativity, when you're like, oh, I just don't want to deal with the negative so-and-so in the office. I don't want to deal with Shirley who's, drinking her coffee and gossiping. And catch that thought when you're having it on your way into work, the night before work. Catch that thought and then go, it's not mine. I'm not contributing to it. I'm not even going to contribute to it in my own mind and being right now. It is robbing me of pleasure of this moment, and I'm not at work. So that you start to set up the energy at work for yourself in a better mindset, better program is what it is. So when you do that consistently, it will over time change the dynamic for you in that office. The office might not change at all, but you and your awareness in that dynamic will change. And then that rubs off on other people. You have to extricate yourself from any extra negativity that's going on. And I know a lot of times people will say, well, I'm in corporate America and I can't, or I work for a hospital and I can't. We're all really close. Or I work as a teacher. We can't. Everybody in every field always tells me like, well, you kind of have to go along with what everybody's saying. You don't. You don't. You can't. The more authentic you are, the more of a leader you become. The more of the outlier you become, the more you shake things up, the harder you make things for yourself, but the easier things are because you're living out of your authentic self. So you just have to find that place inside. Way easier said than done. So I'm not flippantly answering this. So separating it is actually seeing not that you are not negative. It's seeing where you inside yourself are contributing to the negativity. Does that make sense? Oh my God, Jen, thank you. I was watching some of my videos back and I was aware of how much I talk with my hands, but I wasn't aware before. And I keep telling myself to like, Debs, just keep your hands down, keep your hands down. And I can't. I have to do this. I have no Italian anything in me, right? No Italian, not even 0.5%. I'm Newfoundland, UK, Ireland. That's it. Like 98%. And I think the other 2%, like Norway and Swedish, which must be where I get my height from, right? I don't know where this came from, but I like it. Only when my nails are done. I like it. So thank you for noticing. Okay, where are we? See, here I go. It doesn't help that I have like what my kids call ED fingers, that they're so big and long, but whatever. At what point should I stop listening to nudging from loved ones on the other side because those left here aren't responding and it's taking a toll of me? Now, if it's taking a toll on you, stop now, and you will be able to. It's kind of like a boundary that's getting set, and you say like, no, I'm not responsible for this, because there is some part of you, Noreen, that on a human level is feeling responsible to be the messenger of change. And you could be the messenger, but you can only be heard when someone wants to hear the message. And if they can't hear the message, they can't hear the message. Very hard thing to learn. In all of life, we want to like fix it, and we might know the answers, we might know the way, but sometimes you have to watch and say, you're not ready. You can't hear this. So if it's taking a toll on your energy now, you should stop listening now and say, nope, I'm not doing this because I can't make something happen. Yes, Maria says, I like people more when their guards are down. I do too. I totally do. It's like the vulnerable. I don't like when people are vulnerable, but I like when people are able to show their vulnerability. And I see that every day in my work. And I'm truly like so grateful for everyone who is so vulnerable with me. And that's where magic happens, because we all have our guard up. We all have this whole like, yeah, no, I'm fine. It's great. I'm doing great. Yeah, so great. God, COVID, it's great. I'm like levitating. I don't know, just levitating. Everything's great. That's what we're doing all day long. How's the kids? Good. Great. Fantastic. Even when they are fantastic, it's still like good, but like one wants car insurance and the other one needs this and the other one needs that, and I'm kind of flipping out and blah, 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 blah. That's the truth. But we don't do that. We go, oh my God, they're good. Thanks for asking. How's the dogs? Good. Oh, fabulous. That's nobody likes that. Nobody connects with bullshit. Nobody connects with it. I don't. I get like, oh God, somebody just put me in a grave, please. I'll be fine. Just surface, surface like fake, sends me off a deep end. Be real, be funny, be vulnerable, be ridiculous. I'm your girl, but be like, yeah, no, my children have never misbehaved ever. I'm like, oh, all right, you're out, or I'm out of your life. You don't want to hang out with me because I'm not that. Oh my God. Yeah, no ranting in the coaching. See, Eileen's saying, I'm not really ranty. I'm focused. I'm totally focused in the coaching program. I got a mission. I got people. I got to take you on your paths. I got stuff to help you guys with, and I am very focused. Yes, Nancy, you would be perfect in the coaching class for sure. Let's see. I want to thank you for the messages from my father on the 9th anniversary of his death. He was cracking you up that night, a humorous and charming man. See, I love those type. I love the funny ones. I mean, not that there's not funny ones, but I really like the funny ones. Okay, Patty, last night I went to an overdose awareness event, and so many families of loved ones who passed were there. I really felt the presence of all these kids. Do you think they knew we were there? 100%. 100% positively knew you were there. They not only knew you were there, they choreographed everyone who was there to be there. So they were part of like, and those energies that when we meet here in life, it's usually because our loved ones on the other side are putting us together, or when we meet here, those on the other side connect. So that's across the board. And I say this all the time, like if you were on an airplane, which we're not really because, you know, COVID, airplane, bus, taxi, subway, anytime you are sharing space with coworkers, whatever, your loved ones and their loved ones are matching up. And sometimes we meet people here because they matched up first. So when we say they are all one, we are really all one. I saw a question. That's great. Let's stick together. Okay. Makes total sense, Kim said. Yes, you always have the argument in your head. Totally, totally. Thank you. I've been working on not mine, let it go awareness. Yes, but you know what? That's good. I'm glad you put it that way too. So going back to like the negativity at work or the negativity at home or the negativity with the kids, whatever the negativity is, we all have it. We all own it. It's totally fine. It's part of being human, right? What's not fine is when we all want to pretend that it's not us because it is us. And once we see our part of it, we change the dynamic. So when we say it's not mine, that's not mine, sometimes you're 100% true. That's 100%. It's not yours. Like, oh my God, that whatever happened right there was a projection of the other person. That's not yours. But when we are contributing to any negativity in an anticipatory way, oh my God, when I see so-and-so, this is what I'm going to say. And if they say this, I'm going to do that. And how dare they do this? And blah, 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 blah. You know, if we're thinking about something that happened 10 years ago, if we're thinking about something that might happen in the future, we are just flaming the fire of negativity within, and we become a vehicle of negativity versus catching that thought. And I say to myself, when I have that happen, I say to myself, is this helping you, meaning me? Is this helping me right now? No, it's not helping me at all. This negativity. Not helping me at all. So then I get the opportunity. Okay, do you want to change your thinking about this? In the rare occasion that I say, nope, I want to still stew on this, I let myself, but now I'm consciously allowing myself to rant like I did to you guys tonight. And it doesn't take as long as when you're ruminating it over and over in your head. So you consciously give your choice. Is this helping me right now? No. Okay, do I want to continue with that thought? No, I don't. I'd rather be thinking of nothing. I'd rather be thinking of, I was going to say dinner tonight, but no, I don't want to be thinking of that either. But I'd rather be thinking of what I'm going to get to do this weekend or something better. Put on music to make you feel better. Nancy loves my vibe tonight. That's because this is your vibe, Nancy. This is totally your vibe. Another t-shirt. Nobody connects with bullshit. This is true. That's a good one, Jen. Nobody connects with bullshit. And we have to own our own bullshit. Like, when are we like, yeah, oh my God, hashtag, I'm having the greatest time of my life. Forgetting to mention that I was, in mental suicidal mode last night. You know what I mean? Like, we don't tell the whole story on social media. We don't do that. We've got to stop. We have to stop. I see this often, but I saw a post and I almost commented. I was almost that person that was going to put an adversarial comment on someone else's post. And I was like, Deb, look, it's none of your business. Shut up. But a person was ranting about some bitch, this whole big thing. And they could be totally right? And they're like, why does everybody have to be so negative all the time? And I'm laughing because I'm like, that's you. You're being negative right now, but nope, the whole post was about somebody else being negative, but I have to share it on social media to be negative, and then complete absent awareness of their own side of the negativity. That's what drives me crazy. How do you get more in tune with your own intuition? Paying attention, being self-honest, being really self-honest. That's super important. Meditation, of course. Clearing away the junk that gets in our way of our intuition, which is our old habitual tapes, our old conditioning, our thoughts, our beliefs. Recognizing that what we feel is real, but understanding what it is we're feeling in the moment, learning about energy. We did in the coaching class a whole class on core values, and that was life-changing. I'm not going to, for me, as I was doing the research and the prep for this class, I'm like, oh my God. Your core values, when you all decide what your core values are, meaning what really matters to you, what is truly important. And you could look up online, list of core values, right? And you'll either find a list of 20 or a list of 100. There's a million out there. So look through them and be like, what really matters to you? And get honest with yourself. If fame and popularity is important to you, that's important to you. There's no shame in that. It's important to you, because that was one that came up in the class that someone said, I want that. But I feel kind of bad wanting that. Don't feel bad. You want it. It's important to you. So you identify what your core values are. And once you establish what is important to you, you start to see the other aspects of your life, whether they're in alignment or out of alignment with your core values. And once you see, like, oh my gosh, if family is really, really important to you, but you're working 90 hours a week and you're hardly ever with your family, you could be making millions of dollars a year, but you are not going to feel good because you're going against your core values. So if family is important to you, you want to make sure that the activities in your life incorporates family. If money is part of your life, but you are feeling stuck because you're stay at home, or you can only work part-time, or you don't have the degree to pursue making more money or ideas or know-how, you're going to be out of alignment with your core value and nothing's going to feel right. So once you identify your core values, which I've never connected core values to intuition ever before until I started prepping for this coaching class. And I realized, oh my God, once you know what's important to you, your intuition can be clear. Because when we're out of alignment and we don't know what's important to us, we don't know where to start to even look for what our intuition is saying. And usually our intuition is repeating an old fear or an old tape. So look up, find what your core values are. Take my coaching class. I'm telling you, take the coaching class. Take the core values class. It's already recorded. It's already done, but you can purchase that. That is so key. And I've been like, oh my God, the parts of my life that are working and feeling really, really good, I am in alignment with, and I have very clear and strong intuition about. The parts that are not working as well, I'm a little fuzzy on, which makes sense, but it leads the way. So those are some things that you could do to connect with your own intuition. Jennifer, you tuned in late. Don't worry. Because I ranted the first half hour. We barely spoke to it. She was in Rhode Island on the beach with a girlfriend of mine. It was awesome. We barely spoke to each other, read our books, and napped. Valuable friendships can be quiet too. Heaven. Just knowing you can be with someone who you don't have to be on with is heaven. Yes, absolutely. Some people always have to appear to have all their shit together. If they do, I need to know their secret. Yeah. I don't like those people. Because we all have something. Every one of us have something. And when we share on that, we don't feel as shitty all the time. We feel good. We feel like, oh my God, I'm not doing this wrong. That's something that's emerging from the coaching class. Like, we're not doing anything wrong. We're out of alignment with our core values. We've got all this poor inner dialogue and conditioning and behaviors that are so unconscious. These are the things that are getting in our way. And of course, we can't even function. And of course, our Tupperware cabinets are disastrous and there's dog hair on the bottoms of my chairs in my kitchen. Of course there are, because that's what happens in life. Nobody's got it going perfect. Oh, Tom, happy birthday to your mom. Absolutely. Have to have cake. Absolutely. Donna, I feel like crying every day, but feel that if I do, I will lose it completely and I won't be able to stop. I'm glad I tuned in tonight. You're making me smile and laugh. Listening to you has helped. See, Donna, that means everything to me, truly, because if we're not laughing, we probably are crying, especially these days. And you're not alone. I mean, I have the benefit of sitting with people every day who don't feel good for one reason or another. Someone's just passed. They're still dealing with grief issues, relationship issues, financial issues, children issues. I mean, it's never ending. Issues with self, feeling stuck, you name it. I get it. And I get the benefit of being present with people who are vulnerable and are trying. So I see that part of humanity much more frequently than the fake part of humanity, because it's just my work. But I want to always share that because we all feel so alone. We all feel so disconnected. We all feel like, God, I don't have my shit together at all. I can't tell you how many women are writing to me like, I need to know if I need to get a divorce or not. I cannot tell you. The answer is yes. No, I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. And what that's about and how do you get your power back? You know, these are the things that excite me about human condition. These are the things that are real. It's what's on our mind. It's not the fake crap. And once I can be real with someone, then I could totally talk about the fake crap. You know, my friend Chris is on here right now. One day she's pouring her heart out. I'm pouring my heart out. Maybe we were ranting. We're a little ranty and a little cursy in our rants. And in the middle of this very heavy energy in a text, all of a sudden I get a picture of a mascara. By the way, you need to buy this mascara. It's amazing. It's life-changing. I love that. That I like. Like going deep, feeling deeply, talking about our innermost thoughts and feelings. Oh, side note. Get Thrive mascara, which, yes, everybody, get Thrive mascara. So yeah, feel like crying every day, but also, Donna, try to let yourself cry because it's just energy moving through your body. Donna, I get it. I felt a pull to this tonight also. Good. Hello, Mark. Good to see you here. Donna and Nancy, I look forward to this every Monday night. I wish I could do so much more with Deborah and just skip the rest of the world. Oh my God. I'm going to tell my sons that. The past few Mondays, I had gone to bed early, missed this. Glad I was up when it came on my laptop. No one has their all shit together. It's not the dog hair. It's a rug. This is true. It's just a rug. It's the fibers of the rug all over the house, underneath the radiators. Yeah. I've asked my friends if they want to meet me at the river once a week to sit together to rant, cry, scream, whatever, to be heard and know we're basically in the same boat. Safe to be real. Super true. We need that. It's a tribe. The sad thing is, human beings were not meant to live outside of tribes. And I believe the number is we were not meant to be in groups any larger than 80 people. And think about that, as a tribe. And once the tribe got to, I'm pretty sure the number is 80, but we could look that up. Once we got to 80, then tribes would have to split because it was too much energy, too much personalities, too much to withstand. And authentic relationships stay smaller groups. And 80 sounds like a big number, but I'm talking like your little town, your little tribe city. And that's fascinating because what has social media done to us? It has opened us up to hundreds, if not thousands, of potential energy. And we're not meant to be that connected in that way on a daily basis to so many people. So that contributes to why we get drained. My mom was born with a veil over her. She gets feelings about things and is right. I also have this, which help with my job. Is this hereditary? I work with a child welfare and read the lying vibes. Yeah, that's cool. I hear that it is hereditary. What did I listened to some podcast or something recently. Someone was talking about the veil. I can't think of what it was. It had to have been something Deepak because it's really all I listened to or have been. But they say it is hereditary, but I do think it's humanitarian. And the more you're in a family that is open and discusses this sort of stuff, the more it's the propensity of it showing up is going to be in your life. So, and there's a whole new biology thought that says that genes aren't really dictating what diseases and propensities we have. It's our belief over what genes. It's called The Biology of Belief. It's not a new book. It's been out, I think, 20 years at least now. Dr. Bruce Lipton wrote it. Fabulous read. It's a layman's term book for the most part. There's some sciencey stuff in there, but it's doable. I highly recommend it. So like when we say like alcoholism is hereditary, they're finding that if you believe that you will follow in the footsteps of your alcoholic family, then you are turning the gene on for it. But if you don't believe that that's your path, you turn the gene off, which is fascinating. So it's all connected with the mind and consciousness and our thoughts are things and what we believe is what we manifest and how that all works. So there's lots of emerging science with this. Let's see. Jen, my aunt is sick right now and I have the worst feeling. I literally said, I wish I could call Deborah and be like, I need a one-on-one moment now. Haha, I open Facebook and your face is the first I see. See, that's the wink. That is totally, totally a wink, Jen. No such thing as coincidences. My gosh, let's see. Thanks, Deb. Always love to be here and share the positive energy. Oh, Mark, you missed the negative energy earlier. I was ranty. Feel better now. I was ranting about motherhood and COVID and school happening and that I've been in total denial about it. And now I've got to get my proverbial shit together. I don't even know where their Chromebooks are. I don't know if I was supposed to hand them in. I don't know. I gave up. At the end of the year, I gave up. I was like, forget about school. It's global pandemic. We got better things to do, like hang out in our pajamas all day because the universe is allowing it for us, right? I went there. And I really probably should have been picking up the pace. But anyway. So did that help your question, Jen? Is the veil similar to ESP? The whole thing with the veil is literally a physical thing, that there is a I believe it's very prevalent in the Irish families or Irish belief systems. That's what I've heard. I could be wrong on it. But you're born with an extra like actual flap of skin that they remove when you're a baby. And somewhere along the line they called that the veil, and it was marking whether someone was very intuitive or not coming into this world. And funny, not so funny side story with the veil of how I learned about it from a woman who's since passed, but she came for readings. I love her family, love her kids, funny people, right? Really funny people. But she came to my office and she said I was born with a veil. And at that time, maybe 10, maybe longer years ago, I said, oh, what's a veil? I never heard that. And she pulled out, actually, this is like my makeup bag that I have run through the wash, but it doesn't look like I have, so I'm a little embarrassed about it. But this is my makeup bag. She pulled out something kind of similar to it, a little smaller. I said, oh, that's a nice makeup bag. And she's like, what? But whatever. She had her veil in it. And she pulled out her veil. You guys don't know me as, like, I'm squeamish with things. I couldn't be a nurse. I couldn't be a doctor. I'm squeamish. I don't like veins, blood, skin. I don't like it. And she pulled out her skin, her veil that was removed as a baby. It was old. And she was like handing it to me as if I should hold it. Right. And I was like, oh, and I'm trying to be like very nice, and spiritual and like with her. But I'm like, that would be a hard no. Am I holding your baby skin veil? Cool. Never heard of this before. But not only am I learning about the veil, but now you're wanting to make me hold one. So that was a little creepy. But other than that, so anytime someone mentions the veil, I have a little bit of a feeling, because my first experience with the veil was that. I had a lot of fun moments like that in my career. Should write those down. Yeah, so screaming banshees. Yes, very Irish. So yeah, it is a very Irish thing that it's a belief system in the Irish community. But I don't think intuition is only an Irish thing. But I know, like, back to like Druids and, more earlier Celtic belief systems, it did evolve from there. So there's a line. But I think every single culture has this ability. Gross. Wow, first time I've ever heard of this. Yeah, look it up. It's kind of, I'm sorry, everybody's putting on vomit emojis. I'm so sorry. I start off ranting and then I'm going to end you with like, yeah. So yeah, that's my veil story. Now I've ruined it for all of you. Only it was really bad when pulled it out, and I was like, held a lot of things. Hold ashes. I'll hold urns, no problem. I'll hold objects. I've held someone's hair. I've held their hair. Beautiful. It was pink hair. Braid. I've held that, right? I'm okay with that. I am not holding your skin. Nope. I have no empathy, no compassion. This is why I'm not Mother Teresa. Although I don't know if Mother Teresa was going to hold someone's skin. I don't know. Weird. Is it a genetic thing? I don't know. Is there a medical explanation of the veil? You know what? I've never even investigated it because I heard about it. It does pop up every once in a while in readings, and not readings that I do. I mean, like things that I read. I've never really looked into it further because of my first experience, to be completely honest, where I'm just like, oh, okay, I saw one. I saw one almost in my hands. Yeah. I'm sorry. Mark's comment is, well, this is a good cure for wanting a bedtime snack. That's true. You know what, you guys? Diet secret, never thought of it. Think veil. Never eating again. If I start withering away to nothing, you guys know what the secret is. I just pull up the veil. Well, my D writes, well, my cheese doodles did my cheese doodles did taste good. I'm sorry. Oh my God, that is so funny. It's so funny. I'm not laughing at people with veils, by the way. I'm laughing at my story with my first part with a veil. When you're handed someone's skin, it's not fun situation ever. It's not good. So I'm sorry, you guys. This will be the 2020 diet. It's called the veil diet. We've invented it together. Oh my God, that is funny. Mark and Dee, well done. Well done. Oh my goodness. Reading. Am I sucking up your energy? Oh no, my children have done that for me today. They've sucked up my energy, but not even doing anything wrong. They've not even asked me. They're so low maintenance children, and they're draining my life cord. I'm reading here. A wink from who? Is this like a sign that she'll be okay or not? It's just I'm not going into intuitive questions. So now I want to read when my aunt is sick right now. I have the worst feeling. Yeah, I'm not like open right now to do intuitive readings, and I'm not avoiding the question because I think something's wrong. So don't interpret it as that. My family's been through the ringer. I don't want to steal all the time on here either. Yeah, that would be more of like a personal intuitive question. But I think that if you were like, oh, I just want a minute with Deborah, and then I pop up, that's like a wink of like stay focused. Because I know Joan asked a question, and Aaron asked a question about his dad earlier that I keep meaning to go back to, but I couldn't remember your name, Aaron, and I don't even know if you're still on here. But that's more personal intuitive questions. Maybe in the near future, I will do an intuitive question thing, but I'm not announcing it because a lot of you are my little faithful people that are here every week when I'm not doing that. And then when I do open up for intuitive question night, I have like 200 people on here. So, which is good for me for exposure, but I kind of like the loyalists that I got here. Does that make sense? Okay. Every time I eat cookie dough, I think of you. Well, I've got to just associate cookie dough in the veil, and I'm good. I'm dead. Comments. I'm sorry I asked almost. This is hilarious. So fun. I love humanity. This is what I like. I like humanity. The good parts, the funny parts, the real parts, the parts that are helping. Maria, your story on Facebook about helping the blind man today and that he helped you. That's the stuff that life is good from. Oh, look at that. Greg is Googling the veil. Veiled births are rare and a mystery to new moms and doctors alike. The phenomenon happens when the fetus is born with the amniotic sac intact. This allows for the delivery to be easier and causes less bruising for the baby and mother. I don't really feel like that answers it for me. You'd have to see it, just not in your hands in an office setting. Oh my God, you received a wink. So here's the thing. I'll end on this note. Humanity is mostly good. We're all really stressed out. We are all walking around with our unconscious tapes, and we're all like coming from these egos that are so not intact that the whole point is stay true, stay real, stay what's true, funny, and authentic to yourself, and everything flows. Everything happens. When we go against the grain of who we are, which is going against our core values, then we get confused, then we get bogged down by the minutia, we feel drained, disconnected, we feel dead, really. So that's not uncommon, but there's a way through it. Monday nights, I'm here. Next week is Labor Day. I'm still on the fence of whether I will be doing this or not. So I'll post it on Labor Day, Monday. Early, at some point to let you know whether I am or not. I mean, it's not like we're having like a Labor Day party or anything, but yeah, so there's that. Meditation Sunday nights, 7:30. I'm telling you guys, if you enjoy this, meditation is not that much different. There's laughs, there's discussion, there's meditation, there's centering, there's a processing part that I find to be so valuable. So you could do the whole month for a monthly fee for the whole month of September, or just pay by the week. It's $15 for the week or $50 for the whole month. what else do I have? I have my teachable courses. I have the classes that come, you can purchase classes individually from the coaching or do the whole package. Readings, we just opened our September calendar. So at the end of September, my October calendar will be opened, and I am doing sessions. They're just all on the phone. The only readings that I'm doing on Zoom are if you have a like family group reading and you're all over the like world, and then you have five or more people. Those we do through Zoom. But you could catch me here, Zoom, classes, meditation. I'm never stopping. Facebook, Instagram, which I'm loving. So find me when it's supposed to be, us connecting. It'll happen. So thank you for letting me rant, you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you for entertaining my insanity and stress and anxiety. And then let's see. Let's hope the next time I'm on here, I'm going to be like, what? I'm fine. Everything's fine. Why was I stressing out? Chromebooks, they're fine. So let's hope so. Have a good night. I'm glad, Jane, it lifted you. That's the whole point. Lifting, inspiring, connecting. You guys are connecting. You guys don't even know each other. I love that. Connecting on real stuff. So thank you. Have a glass of wine. Love having this time with you. We're blessed no matter what your mood is. My family, my house disagrees, but here I'm keeping it like, it's fine. So have a good one. Stay safe. Goodbye, everybody. This is the part where I have to find the off button and I can't, and then it's that awkward weirdness. Bye. Good night.